Did you know that by 2030, the AR and VR market is expected to be worth over $450 billion? These technologies are no longer just for games. They're shaping the future of work, education, and even medicine. Have you ever played Pokemon Go and wondered how the characters show up in the real world? Or have you tried on a VR headset and found yourself transported to a completely different place? These experiences are all thanks to two powerful technologies: augmented reality and virtual reality. Today, we're breaking down the key differences between AR and VR, explaining how they work, and giving real-world examples of their uses. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of the differences and future potential of these two tech giants. Before we dive into the differences, let's go ahead and take a quick look at where AR and VR come from. While they sound futuristic, the ideas behind AR and VR actually go back decades. Virtual reality's roots date back to the 1960s when a visionary named Ivan Sutherland created the first VR-like device called the Sword of Damocles. Just imagine strapping on a VR headset that's so heavy it has to be suspended from the ceiling. That was the Sword of Damocles, the world's first attempt at VR. It wasn't exactly user-friendly, but it laid the groundwork for today's Oculus and PlayStation VR. As for augmented reality, the first functional AR system was developed in 1992 by Louis Rosenberg for the US Air Force. It was a tool that overlaid virtual elements onto the real world in order to assist in complex tasks. Now, fast forward to today, and AR is used for everything from games like Pokemon Go to advanced navigation and even healthcare. Did you know that AR and VR have been around for decades? Which one do you think has evolved the most? Okay, so now that we know where AR and VR come from, let's take a look at how they actually work. So the magic behind AR and VR lies in a combination of hardware and software working together to immerse us in these different worlds. AR uses your device's camera to capture your surroundings and then overlays digital objects on top of that real-world image. It uses sensors like GPS, accelerometers, and gyroscopes to know where you are and how you're moving. This allows virtual elements to stay in place as you move your device. Have you ever used Instagram or Snapchat filters that put that silly little hat on your head or, turn your face into a dog? That is AR in action. It scans your surroundings and then overlays digital elements in real time. On the other hand, VR fully immerses you in a digital world. When you put on a VR headset, it blocks out the real world and replaces it with a 360-degree computer-generated environment. The headset then tracks your movements, and some systems will even track your hands so that you can interact with virtual objects. Think of VR as kind of like stepping into the Matrix. You're no longer just looking at a screen, you are inside the experience, moving and interacting as if it were real. AR and VR are no longer just for games. They've made their way into industries like retail, healthcare, education, and even navigation. In AR, one of the most popular examples is in retail. Brands like IKEA let you use AR to place virtual furniture in your room to see how it looks before buying it. And then in the beauty industries, apps like Sephora allow you to try on makeup virtually. AR is also helping in navigation. We've got apps like Google Maps, and they use AR to overlay directions on the real world, making it easier to find your way. VR is revolutionizing industries too. In gaming, VR lets you experience video games like never before. You're not just playing, you are inside the game. But beyond gaming, VR is used in training. Surgeons can practice complex procedures in virtual environments before performing them on real patients. And in education, VR allows students to explore historical landmarks or even the human body up close. This is all so amazing, so what would you prefer? To use AR to furnish your home or VR to explore a new game world? Go ahead and let me know down below. While AR and VR open up amazing new possibilities, they also bring up some important ethical concerns. Let's go ahead and start with AR. So, since AR relies on cameras and location data, it has the potential to collect a lot of personal information. Imagine wearing smart AR glasses that can scan a crowd and pull up names and social media profiles of complete strangers. It's pretty creepy, right? That's a real privacy concern that experts are debating today. This raises privacy issues. So, how much of your personal information is being collected and who has access to it? VR, on the other hand, has the potential to isolate users. I mean, if VR worlds become more immersive, could people choose digital life over real-world interactions? Could it replace real friendships? Do you think AR and VR are invading our privacy, or are they worth the trade-off for the experiences they offer? So, what does the future hold for AR and VR? Well, spoiler alert, it's going to be big. Just imagine walking down the street with AR glasses that show you information about everything you see. Restaurant ratings, navigation directions, or even real-time notifications. AR could also be used in healthcare, where doctors can use AR to overlay X-rays and other data on patients during surgery, helping them to operate more accurately. As for VR, the future is even more immersive. We could see full-body haptic feedback suits that let you feel the virtual world as if it's real. Or VR used for remote work, where you can attend virtual meetings as if you're in the same room with your colleagues, even if you're miles apart. I don't know, how do you see AR and VR changing your daily life? Will it be through work, entertainment, or something else? So now you know the differences between AR and VR, how they work, and where they might take us in the future. Whether it's enhancing your real world or creating entirely new ones, these technologies are reshaping our reality. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell for more tech explainers from Tech Weekly. Got thoughts on AR or VR? Go ahead and drop them in the comments below and let's chat about where this tech is headed. And hey, the next time you spot a virtual Pokemon or dive into any virtual world, you're gonna know exactly how it all works.